This has been an amazing event. For those people who haven't been able to be here today, could you give them some advice on how to get into this holy flow?
We had an extraordinary day here in Stockholm this afternoon, this evening, and we were in the flow. Everything was in the flow, and the flow has to be connected somehow to our food because we're eating all the time. And if that flow of food that's coming through our body is distorted, disturbed, polluted, has the wrong ingredients for us, if we're allergic to it, then it's really hard to get into the flow of all good things. But if it's the opposite, if we've eaten food that agrees with us, that's healthy, that's raw, that's juiced and made very available, then we get into the flow of all good things and we get connected to the natural world. And that's one of the problems with our food supplies. It's not connected to anything natural, so it's hard to get into the natural flow of life. And of course, like I said before, I'm not into diets, we're into live-its, and we're really living it.
I love your concept, and speaking about chocolate, it's so delicious. What is so good about chocolate?
What is so good about chocolate? Pretty much everything. Chocolate does, however, cause irrational behavior in people who don't eat it. Chocolate is the #1 natural source of magnesium, of iron, of chromium, of manganese, of phosphorus, of copper and zinc, of almost any single food you can name. And it's very high in all of those. In fact, in magnesium, it's 10 times higher than the next highest food. In chromium, it's 10 times higher than the next highest food. In iron, it's extraordinarily higher in iron. It's the highest plant in iron of any plant. So imagine, we start putting that together with the fact that chocolate is the highest antioxidant food in the world. It contains tremendous amounts of soluble fiber, so it's good for moving things through your system. And then the neurotransmitter modulating agents that change the way your brain works to activate genius or creativity or focus or flow. Pretty much sounds like the best food ever to me, but more than that is chocolate's a delivery system. So if you're really into herbs, I am, how do you get those herbs in? How do you digest it as food? Well, you've got to bring it in with chocolate. That's the delivery system. So if it comes in as a chocolate drink, for example, then you can get all your herbs and digest them as food instead of taking capsules or just tinctures. Isn't that great?
Yeah, it's amazing. It was delicious as well.
We have a delicious day today. We had raw chocolates being served. I'll show you. We had so many of these come through. This was amazing. The women today made these raw chocolates, and this is basically cacao and herbs, all raw. And you can see how oily it is, so it's just brilliant. Biting into it, the texture was just outrageous. Flavor, outrageous. Did we have fun?
Yeah. Lots of fun.
I'm going to come back. I think when I come back, we're going to do a bigger event in Stockholm, or 2 big events, or like a weekend. And then, if you want, we'll go back over to Gothenburg, that side. We've got a great yoga retreat center that we're working with over there. And we'll bring everybody over for a long retreat, like a 5-day yoga intensive. We'll do cleansing. We'll do jumping into ice cold water. We'll do saunas. We'll do everything that healthy people do in order to become superheroes. So activate the superhero within you and activate the genius within you by activating your raw food superpowers.
Thank you, David, so much for coming.
Thank you. It was
a pleasure.
great pleasure. Yeah. Great pleasure. Thank you.